What's up, guys? So I wanted to make a video on Warzone Mobile. They're basically calling it quits. They tweeted out on X or Twitter that the game just did not meet the expectations, and they will no longer be delivering new seasonal content, gameplay, or updates to the mobile version. The players will no longer be able to purchase Call of Duty points, blackstyle, or use real currency in Call of Duty. As of Sunday, May 18th, will be the last day of the game can be downloaded on any mobile game or on any mobile app store. And players who have the game installed before Monday, May 19th, they will still have access to the game and will be able to play with the continued cross progression of shared inventory. I'm pretty upset about this. I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this. And like, were we expecting this? I feel like this was a little surprising because of how early they did it. I thought they were going to still try to wait a little bit and see if they could make some new updates, new modes to try to retain players. But obviously that's not the case. They're ready to move on, especially with a game like Delta Force Mobile being a success so far. I'm sure that drew away some players from Warzone Mobile. Even though the two games aren't that alike, it did have better optimization. There's many things Warzone could have done to improve the game, but at this point, they're ready to move on and maybe try something new in the future. I'm pretty upset about this, though. I'm upset that the game didn't do well, especially because I felt like it wasn't a bad game that started off with, but the updates didn't do any justice to the game. They took away some really good game modes, in my opinion, that I thought were really fun and enjoyable. I do think that the game is really fun, and it was just hard to run on some people's phones, obviously like older devices. And what they were trying to do was try to make it look like it was a console PC type of game. But I think it was just that's just a little too far off into the future before mobile gaming can get to that. With Delta Force Mobile, they did a good job of basically making it look like, in my opinion, like Call of Duty and pretty much every other mobile game out there. And I don't think that's a good thing, but I also don't think that's a bad thing. I just feel like mobile gaming isn't going to be taken serious just because of the optimization. Just like, I feel like the optimization is just super hard. It's never going to look like it does on console. Even when they have 120 FPS, I feel like the console games are just so much better in terms of the quality of them and how they run. But I'm really upset about this. I wish that they would have gave it more time, but maybe in the future they can come up with something and we will have something newer that will work out for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And but for now, obviously they're calling it quits, and I just want to know what you guys think about this. Were they smart for calling it quits, or should they have waited a little bit? I think they should have waited, but that's just my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys.
Friendly loadout drop on the way. Enemy movement. Stand ahead. Win this thing. Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Enemy dropping into the AO. Dusted them. 4 remaining. All enemy squads eliminated. Excellent work.